One Family TV wala murtanali nan kotenke.
That this banning of female circumcision is inconsistent with our constitution. And our next step is to challenge it at the court. Let us make it everything clear to you. Our next step is to challenge it at the court because it is inconsistent with the law. Our constitution tells us clearly that every Gambian must be free to worship any religion, to belong to any religion and manifest that religion. People are manifesting their religion. You said they have to stop that one. For what reason? Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Kiang West. I now invite the Honorable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Member for Kiang West, for clearly stating us how it is. Honorable Speaker, the bill is timely and necessary as we stand today as a nation. What are we? We are the representative of the people, and that must be clear to the living and to the dead. We are the representative of the people, and that, I repeat again, must be clear to the living and to the dead. Why do I say so? Our tongue is a borrowed tongue from our electorate. The desire of our electorate is what we should go by. It's not our own selfish desires. And we know for certain and for reality that all our people throughout the country
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Point of order.
For the practice of
Point of order.
FGM. Thank you.
Yes, who is rising on the point of order?
Nominated.
Honorable nominated member Fatou K. Jawara.
Yes. I'm rising on order 29.4, content of speech.
Yes, Honorable Member.
Honorable Speaker, it shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language about members of the National Assembly. The Honorable Member for Fonyi Bintang is saying that people should not go for their own selfish interests, which I think he needs to withdraw. We need to be honorable in our deliberation.
Honorable Member, I don't want to believe that selfish is an insult. But I would have loved you to have gone to 29.5, where it says no member shall impute improper motives to any other member. You cannot call somebody who is expressing an opinion you want to say that he is selfish. But that whether selfish is an insult, I don't think so. It's not an insult.
Honorable Speaker, it's not parliamentary. He should not be using that language.
Yeah, but the section you quoted is not parliamentary, it's an insult.
Then he is using improper motive.
Yes.
29.5.
So, honorable members, anyway, you have to note these two sections. Don't use abusive language, and don't impute motives into people's speak that they don't intend saying. Please, you can continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I humbly withdraw in this instance. And what I want to say is clear, and I will say it no matter the circumstance and no matter the challenge. And that also should be clear to the living and to the dead. Honorable Speaker, as I said, we are to represent the interests of our people. And in representing the interests of our people, no matter the challenge, we will take it head on. Our people are in for the practice of FGM, and that is what we represent, and that's what we stand by. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Honorable Speaker, as I said, our tongue is a borrowed tongue. And when we speak because our people want us to speak. We speak what our people want us to say. Most of the people that are in for the banning of FGM, they are shouting, no, I can use FGM no matter how it is. You understand? Let us use their terms and then land on their ground and facilitate as it is. Honorable Speaker, on that note, what I am trying to put across is, people are shouting, people are wailing, people are crying, but they are not crying for anything, they are crying for their pockets. The pockets they are crying for is loud and clear. Allah said, وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. He said, they love wealth with immense love because of the Western aid. Because of the Western aid. Some of the people are saying that.
Point of order on the floor, Mr. Speaker. Point of order.
Banyu South, may I hear the point of order?
Point of order 29.5. No member shall impute improper motive.
Honorable member, standing.
29.5.
29.5.
No member shall impute improper motives to any other member, and the honorable member is accusing members of bribery, and that is wrong. He said we are shouting because we are working for our pocket.
He did not call any member here.
One's talking because we have the right to speak. That's why we are talking.
All right, honorable members, let's guide our speeches. You see, somebody crying, I don't know how you will be able to say that the person is crying because of his pocket or her pocket. And who are those crying? So let's regulate our speeches. Let's go to the issues. Let's go to the issues that matter to the debate. Please. For Fonyi Councillor, please.
Fonyi Bintang. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the people are wailing and they are shouting because they said the Western aid will not come. The only time a country progressed, we can take example from Libya when it was sanctioned. That is the time you think, that's the time you initiate.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Yes, I'm rising on 67-1. The members should... Point of order. 67-1.
Sorry, hold on. 67?
Yes.
1.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. On a motion being moved that the bill be read a second time, the general merits and principles of the bill may be debated. Thank you.
What is he out? Honorable members, I think the honorable member is making references. I think he has these things to make references to certain things. Honorable member, you can continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for always ruling in my favor. I thank you so very much. What I am saying is, the bill is monetary motivated. Most of the people are crying because they say we will not have the Western aid. And I said it initially. Dambisa Moyo, she wrote on her dead aid book. She said, Dambisa Moyo is an economist from Zambia. She graduated in Harvard University. She said the aid they are giving us are dead aid, are of no benefit to us. So if you are supporting the bill because of the aid, let me inform you that this aid can no longer help us. And we as a nation, in collaboration and in our unity, in our tradition, in our custom, in our values, and in our belief, that is what we can practice and gain what we want as a nation. So for this bill, it is part and parcel of us. It is who we are. One of the British parliamentarians wrote some time back in the 80s. He said, I have met people in Africa, people of high value, people of moral, people of dignity. Such wealth that I have seen in Africa that I have not seen anywhere. But for us to deprive their wealth from them, we can impose our culture, our values, and our principles. So much so that they will not value themselves. Once they look up to us as the standard bearers of democracy, as the standard bearers of human rights, then and only then we can get their minds and control them intellectually. That is where we are today. And Honorable Speaker, in 1960, Kwame Nkrumah was clear in his vision. He said, remember, the master is leaving, but the master is not leaving willingly. He will come back in another image. That is the image that we are seeing today. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we want to practice our culture, our tradition, and our values. Honorable Speaker, we are not seeking for the approval of the EU, European Union. No, Honorable Speaker. We are not seeking for the approval of any other organization or superpower or monetary gain or whatever. When we make our laws, Honorable Speaker, we are not looking at who is engineering those laws or who is pushing us or who wants those agendas. Honorable Speaker, we make our laws that fit our tradition, our custom, and our values. And also, remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly stated this. He said, وَأَسْرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Whoever prefers the life of this world by following the evil desire, then Jahannama will be your abide. Those are clear verses of the Holy Quran. And Honorable Speaker, as we stand here today, we are in line with this bill and we will stand by it, no matter the challenge and no matter the circumstance. Honorable Speaker, the progress of our nation lies in our self-esteem and believing in what we want as a nation. I know I cannot convince everybody because I don't have the financial muscles. But then, my ability to tell you the truth, no matter the challenge,
Point of order, please.
Upon me.
Yes, Honorable Member for Banjul South, may I hear your point of order?
Point of order again, Mr. Speaker, content of the speech. Mr. Speaker, it shall be out of order to no member shall impute improper motive on any other. He said he cannot convince, and he can only convince us as honorable members. And he said because he doesn't have enough money. It means that we are calling for bribery. Mr. Speaker, point of order. Can he withdraw that statement, please?
Honorable Member, I think your... yes, your point of order is withheld. Honorable Member, I just advise that let's avoid making blanket statements alleging against people. Please. All right, can you continue, please? And avoid as much
Honorable
as
Speaker,
possible.
thank you. Representing the interests of the people is a challenge now, but we are taking it head on. Honorable Speaker, as I said, the bill is in line with what we want. And this bill, we want to repeal criminalizing FGM. We want to repeal it in totality. That is what we stand for. And in that, it must be clear to all. And in repealing those laws, we need the collaboration of the members of parliament, sincerely and wholeheartedly. And in so doing, Member for Sawaksanya, I'm not impressing you. In so doing, we need to reflect back on our electorates so that we can know what to do and what not to do. Honorable Speaker, locking our people for practicing their belief should stop immediately. For practicing their culture should stop as we stand today. And today should be the last day, as far as I am concerned, for locking people because they went on practicing their tradition, their custom, their beliefs, and their value. That should stop. Because we should make laws that our people appreciate. And most of the people I spoke to, I asked them, what do you think if we are to go for a referendum on the matter? I said automatically about 85% of the people will vote in support of the repealing of the law. So now what are we representing? I thank you, Honorable Speaker, and finally, I represent the interests of my people without begging for relationship or support.
Talking about the most is my experience with FGM. But on a day like this and in times like this, it's necessary for us to have these conversations. I went through FGM when I was 1 week old. I didn't go through type 1, I went through type 3. I was sealed. And then on the night of my marriage, that seal was taken off. Man Gambia fii laa judo suma kër papa mu ngi Serekunda ñi nekk di wax ne FGM amul Gambia mun nañoo sol seen daale ñu dem ba Serekunda laaj ndax li ma wax ndax dëgg la ndax du dëgg ndax fatoon nañ ma ndax fatuñ ma da ngeen war a bàyyi seen xel because ñun ñëpp ay jullit lañ te si weeri koor lañ nekka pour ngeen toog di wax ne waa ñi dañoo fen tubaab yi xaalis buñ leen nekka di jox moo tax gaay nekka di wax ne FGM should end. No, it has nothing to do with that. When my father married his third wife and I was about 10 years old, the first child that she had, her name was Fatu. At 1 week old, she went through FGM. She bled to death. That's the reason why I do this work. Amul ben tuba bu ma muna fay pour man ma xex lo xamantene suñu diine la. And when it comes to the deen, right? The Quran doesn't explicitly tell us that slavery is prohibited. But yet the Constitution of the Gambia prohibits slavery. The Quran tells us way to treat slaves fairly. The same thing with this FGM conversation. If the Quran doesn't tell us that it's prohibited, but we know that it's harmful. We know that it's wrong. Morally, ethically, as a human race, we know the harm that this practice causes. And it's up to us. The same way we've decided to abandon slavery is the same way we should choose to abandon the practice of female genital.